Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Happy Friday. Oh,
Should I get started straight away?
yeah, go for it.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Oh, I hate it when he says stuff like that.
I feel like he's been really hypocritical to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was weighty.
Have you heard of this guy? Philippe Conticini,
Nope.
okay? Well-renowned patisserie chef, makes some of the best croissants in London, supposedly.
If this is what I think it is.
This is what you think it is.
Okay, great.
TikTok Spafford knows exactly where this is going.
So, I saw these on TikTok, and I thought, these look great. They can't taste great, can they?
Oh my god!
I mean, excellent lamination.
I have another one.
Is that a pan?
A pano chocolate top of lard.
I didn't get a board big enough.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, can we just stop there? This is a thumbnail.
So these are 2 XXL croissants from Philippe Conticini. They are insane. They've been all around TikTok. The main ones are
Obviously.
people like taking the classic and dipping it into a regular sized coffee. They caught my eye because look at them. And I had to wonder, how good can they actually be?
Let's get into them. Get into them.
Before we get into them, can we get a picture of Ed holding one? Because I want to know if it looks like a normal size.
Ed just on his.
Chefs, please, would you mind cutting into them? Because I feel like you need to, you're the ones who've got to dissect this.
So what are we looking for here?
You're looking for lamination, so you're looking for gaps between the pastry.
Which you can almost kind of see on
You
the
can
edge.
see the
but
lamination
under its
here.
own weight, it's almost squashed itself.
You're looking for large pockets of air, a flaky crumb.
Oh, what?
It's sinking under its own weight.
It's been overproved, I think.
This is the first croissant we've experienced from his patisserie. He's got 2 based in London, 1 in Tokyo, 1 in Paris. Are these any good?
Just smell it.
They smell
Because
amazing.
the butter smells good.
Cheers.
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 It's more like a loaf of bread. But it's more like a brioche bread.
That's what I was saying, the texture is incredibly tight for a croissant. The flavour is there.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's great.
That's the flavour you'd expect.
And as a statement piece, all of a sudden a croissant becomes a sharing item, which it absolutely isn't. Nobody wants to share a croissant. You know those people who say, "Oh, I'll have half a." No one wants half a croissant. You want a croissant. Here, this is pastry to share.
I like the way you could also use this like bread. Like you can make a grilled cheese out of slices.
Oh!
And it'd be fantastic.
Now move on to the pan au chocolat. Usually you've got 2 chocolate logs lined up inside.
You know.
I want to see how big these logs are.
There's a sentence I didn't think I ever needed to hear, but I did.
There's a single log.
Single log.
Single log?
Oh, but it's a big log.
It's a big log.
Oh, it's a unilog.
To quote the end of song 2. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Is this because it's worked just there to draw attention to the bakery and the other stuff that they're doing? Because he's clearly exceptional at what he does. Is this just an access point so that it gets on TikTok?
I thought that was the case, but then having bought one and tried it, the amount of morning kind of meetings we have where we buy a massive load of croissants, we all tuck into it. Buying one of these and sharing it
becomes a talking point.
It has the social glue part that we often miss from breakfast, which is grab and go and no one talks to each other until mid-morning.
All we'll say is the pan au chocolat was £2 more than the other. Sorry,
I'm going to stick my neck out and say £30.
Okay.
I was going to say 46.
Great.
I think
You do a lot of gurning while you work out maths.
Yeah.
20 to 30 pounds potentially.
Tell us.
£25, £28.
So £3 difference, not 2.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a lot of money for a pastry, but all of a sudden,
If you're feeding 10 people,
it's also a lot of money if you're thinking it's just a loaf of artisan bread
Yeah,
that you're
yeah.
putting on the table.
No.
Which it is, but because it's laminated with the cultured butter and because it's has that association to quality pastries,
Give 12 people a lovely experience and something new.
proper
I would say, as maybe a one-off, that would be worth it.
it's genuinely very tasty. There's quality butter going in there, and I think that's what makes a difference.
Stop it.
Really well baked too. Often people don't take it far enough for croissants, and I think they should be this dark.
Can I now take it away and give it to the rest of the team?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I've got a sense of dread.
Well, leading on from that being a spectacle and something that we've never seen before, I have also been on TikTok this month, but I've been trying to train my algorithm away from fruit roll-ups and pickles and that kind of thing. And what I stumbled upon is something called Tribal People Try. This is a channel where they get a group of, and it's mainly men from rural regions of the world, mainly Pakistan, and get
some pastry on your shoulder.
Oh, cheers. This is a YouTube channel, TikTok account, Instagram account, and they put in front of them foods that they have never seen before. And it's really heartwarming and strange at the same time because it's the foods that we are so familiar with.
Do they use a cloche?
No.
Missed opportunity.
No copyright claim there.
So, for instance, let's play this one. This is one of the most popular videos, trying cheesecake for the first time.
ताहिर भाई ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਖਵਾਣਾ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੇਕ
अच्छा चीज केक चॉकलेट केक तो खाई दा वैसे केक खाई लेकिन चीज और केक तो नहीं खाता जनाब ये तो जनाब समझो खोया है
You could rock one of those.
तो ठंडा है तो मजेदार दिन बहार माशाल्लाह जी बहुत अच्छी चीज है बड़ा ये भी बने है ना
And VIP desserts. That's
It's
great.
And there's just hundreds of these videos of them trying foods. People who have never seen a Big Mac before, let alone heard of one or tried one before, but never seen. The concept of a burger is completely alien. And it's so strange because we sit on the complete other side of the fence and we do it in all of our episodes on the channel where we're going, I've never seen this
I want to try the food that they eat on a regular basis. We could do a collab.
Yeah, and I think that's the great thing. We sit completely on the other side of the fence and we try foods that we've never seen before, heard of before, and never tasted before. And when you see that flipped round, it just takes a minute to understand what's going on. But it's so heartwarming because their reactions are completely genuine. And I can't remember which video it is. And they're laughing at the concept. And I'll find it.
It did start a little bit garlic bread, bit Peter Kay there, wasn't it? With cheesecake, garlic bread. It's an odd concept.
Here you go, carrot cake. This is.
एक दो तीन मंजिला केक बनाया क्या बात है जी माशाल्लाह सुभान अल्लाह कैंडी दे बटन नु
The concept of a carrot cake being like, why would a cake be that tall? Why would it have carrots in it? What's this on the outside? All of those things that we take completely for granted. It's fascinating, and like they've got 500,000 subscribers or so on YouTube, and the comment section is, I have to say, it's a lot like ours in terms of just that heartwarming, loving
huge positivity,
nature, the positivity.
exploration.
People love them. It's brilliant.
So,
I like it already.
after the last one of these that I was in, made quite a bad espresso martini.
There were comments.
Yeah, there were comments. And one of those people that commented, I invited into the studio. And he taught me how to make a good espresso martini. And he also taught me how to make this drink, which happened to fall on the same day as staff drinks. You guys were in America when this happened, but I made a big batch of this drink that he taught me, and everyone got seriously, seriously drunk. And actually,
I thought you were going to say like really happy.
Yeah,
or
mind blown,
glad,
battered.
No, seriously drunk, but good drunk. And I've been making this at home ever since, and I think it's the best cocktail recipe because you don't need a shaker. All you need is scales and a good blender, and you're pretty much there.
Great.
And we put the recipe in our latest newsletter, if anyone wants to see it.
So you're not going to tell us now?
Huh?
Brilliant.
No, I'm going to tell you what's in it. I probably won't tell you the ingredient quantities.
Excellent.
Because
such a tease.
Well done. Well
Such
done.
a cock-tock tease.
I'm literally going to have to go and read the newsletter to get this.
It's 80 grams of vodka.
Stop it.
Also, you also have to go, genuinely, you also have to go and read the newsletter to find out what on earth Margaret Thatcher's doing in it.
Oh, yeah.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher has made it into the newsletter, I'm afraid.
And not in any way that you would ever expect.
No. So Marshall taught me this recipe. He used cocktail measurements, but I wanted to make everyone's life slightly more easy. And I just wanted people to weigh it straight onto a scale. So they don't need measures, they can just go straight in. So this is a cocktail for four and it uses quite a lot of vodka. So that's a fair few
This is
shots.
disco water.
This kind of breaks the rules of cocktail making, which is always about the measure and the tumbles that you turn upside down, and there's a flair and an art to it, which is really difficult to master, and therefore that is the inhibiting factor.
Passion fruit syrup. So we're going pretty tropical. So you've got Aperol, you've got vodka, you've got passion fruit syrup, you've got some freshly squeezed lime juice.
This is great because making cocktails for multiple people is a nightmare. You do it once and then you're like, no.
You need to batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batching it like this, I already am a big fan.
So we're going in with frozen pineapple.
So you're literally just tearing the scale each time and then going again.
Yeah, as simple as that.
Was this positively received as well as positively inebriating?
Oh yeah, as in like everyone wanted a recipe straight after, which is good because we made some content about it. You go with some of that. You can add more ice as you go. There we go. So 4 cocktails in really not that much time. So you're getting really nice colour there.
So
Like
thick.
New Orleans.
It's like the frozen margaritas that we were having.
Yeah. Or Frieslings. Had a Friesling while I was there.
Really?
Frozen Riesling.
Nice.
With a little bit of peach syrup.
It's a really easy way to make cocktails for a crowd.
Shall I frond you?
Yeah. Barry, you might want the smaller one just so less anaphylaxis kicks in.
Oh, yeah, it's raw pineapple, isn't it?
It'll be fine.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Takes your eyeball out.
It's dangerous.
So good.
Oh, that's
That
delicious.
freshly
Oh,
squeezed lime.
lolly!
Yeah.
Because there's a worry with all that fruit and Aperol that gets very sweet, but that lime juice is great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That is exactly what you need.
You can taste that there's quite a lot of alcohol.
You
in
can
it.
taste the vodka,
It's
can't
not.
you?
It's not one of those cocktails where you're like, it doesn't taste like alcohol. That tastes like it's got it in it, but it's not.
Not harsh.
No.
No.
It's tropical, isn't it?
so
very
nice.
tropical.
So tropical. It's fantastic.
So the cocktail's actually called an East 8 Hold Up, and I think it was developed at a bar in London. At one point, it started to get blended because I think the original recipe is just shaken over ice.
Yep.
But this works so well as like a slushy thing.
2 things I take from this. 1, we don't always get it right first time, but we read the comments. And 2, I feel like Aperol is a bit of a one-trick pony, and now I've got another use for it at home.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's all about bitterness. This is my go-to summer drink, and that's why I want to show all of you.
Nice job.
Well,
Cheers to that.
while you're sipping on that, and we're talking about reading comments and taking feedback, I got some feedback from
look at his
our
smirk, look
from
at
our
his
dough
smirk.
course. We read all the comments, we take constructive criticism on board, we improve, we move on. So this is from Troy Gallagher, who made our pizza base, and he said, instructions were a bit unclear. I think I ended up with a chicken base. I blame living close to Middlesbrough.
That's really good.
What a legend! So he's
Is that what a
basically
Parmo is supposed to look like?
he's basically made a chicken parmo
Right.
and then told us that the recipe for our pizza dough on the dough course is incorrect. So I just wanted to say, well done, Troy, legend, very funny.
I think we need more Troys in this world.
Yeah,
Taking
we need
time
more.
out of his day to do that.
He troiled us.
troiled us.
No, shut up and drink your drink.
On the subject of courses, we just launched.
The frond has got your nose
I've
rid.
tried so hard to avoid calling this a course, which is why it's bothering me.
My photography course.
So we just launched kind of like a hangout, and like it's called Hangout and Capture with me, where we basically go through the very basics of food photography. So
Checking, who's got the photography food skills badge?
yeah,
Yeah, they pay for this,
when we
don't
started shouting about this, everyone was going, surely Jamie should do the photography course.
I didn't get asked.
He didn't get asked.
Whoever made that decision.
Therefore, all the photos have come
Made
in.
that decision.
Yeah. Tom and Izzy came over to my place, and we basically spent the day going through the basics of food photography, lighting, styling, and composition, and just cooked 3 recipes together, and kind of learn how to plate, learn how to light, learn how to style your environment, so you can embrace and understand the basics of photography. It's a hangout with me as you kind of cook these dishes and learn the basics. If you take it, you'll get a much wider understanding of what goes into everything we do here at Sorted. But it is just where you start, and again, you don't need any fancy equipment at all, just what's around the house, some cuddly toys and your phone.
This is all phone photography. You don't even need a proper camera.
Just a phone and nothing else.
And I think it's, as much as we're taking the mickey out of you, you are pretty well qualified when it comes to photography,
Take-
seeing as that's where you started this whole thing.
Yeah. I've taken a lot of photos. Annoyingly, not as good as this man because he's a much better photographer. But at the same time,
Absolutely not, huh?
But at the same time, like the basics of photography, kind of like once every photographer needs to know them, and then you can make all your photos look 10, 20% better, and then you go from there.
I think as a beginner, that is the perfect place to start without needing to buy a camera. We've all got cameras in our pockets now. So that's a perfect place to start. And when you've done that course and you want to do the intermediate and advanced ones, I'll be launching those.
At which point, presumably, you have the cloak over your head and like watch the birdie kind of like.
One of my biggest things with this is I was really conscious of calling this a course. You take courses to take on a career or an expertise. This isn't that. This is just, I've never been able to take a good photo. Just get me started and then build on from there.
I think where I thought it was helpful is those times that we've been taking photos either out and about or in the studio and stuff, or we've done those competitive challenges where we have to take an Instagram photo, and I'll do something, try really hard, think it's good, and then I'll look at his and I'll be like, what's he done? Like, how's he done that? And I know it's not ability, it's just knowing the rules to follow.
It's a checklist to tick.
And it's
framing,
annoying.
The framing, the lighting, the aperture.
Yeah.
Aperture.
The aperture. As you said, the advanced course is coming soon.
No.
About the aperture.
What aperture do you think is...
Presumably, Jamie's got a dark room at home as well.
Well, let's not talk about that. What I really like about it is because you're learning on your phone, you can practice 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Every time you eat, you can just practice, whip your phone out your pocket and just practice 3 times a day.
Oh, if you can make some of the stuff that I cook look good, then you know you're onto a winner.
Yeah.
Marmite on toast.
So what was the course called? Polishing a turd? Is it?
Pretty much.
It's called Roll It in Glitter.
But you're right, it's not a course you take with the intention of I want to become a photographer.
No.
It's just that we are all taking photos of our food, uploading and sharing them, whether that's on a public platform or just among friends or whatever, or even just for your own collection. We all do it now. Shall I fetch some stuff?
Yeah.
Evers, you're up next.
This was given to me. It was given to all of us.
Oh, yeah.
From Houston, where we met with Sarah, and Sarah helped. So she's been watching the channel for years. She lives in Houston. She's a real foodie, and she helped us to kind of coordinate our itinerary for some of the stuff we did while we were in America. So as a thank you, we said, well, great. Can we take you out for dinner as a thank you? Where would you like to go? Where would you like to take us? And her first thing was, I'd love you just to come round to my family for a proper Mexican feast. But the dates didn't quite work out, so second to that, she took us to amazing Club No Minors. Amazing Tex-Mex food and live music from 2 guitarists who were just... out of this world.
They took requests.
Really?
They played a lot of The Roof Is on Fire.
Yeah.
Elvis was good, his Elvis was good.
Yeah. Elvis was the knees.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
Did they have anything on our own resident classical guitarist?
They were they were close.
They did some classical gas.
It was mariachi style.
Nice.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
But at the end of the day, Sarah gave us this, and she basically said, because I couldn't take you to the perfect Mexican meal with my family, what she did instead was photocopy some of her grandmother's cookbook. So her grandmother is making this cookbook for them. Every year she adds a few more recipes. They're all handwritten, and her grandmother's an artist who does like watercolours as well. And she just said, and then Sarah's done some handwritten notes as well as to what makes these standout Mexican classics in their family. And I thought, brilliant. And why don't we bring one of these recipes to the table?
Amazing.
So,
have you been able to source Here we go. Okay, interesting.
So Sarah's post-it note on top of her grandmother's recipe for pastel azteca is, this recipe is everything to me. It's my childhood, it's my present, and it will be my future. Use tomatillo salsa to make this and you'll forever be changed. My mum would make this with her eyes closed and we've eaten it so much. It's effectively a Mexican lasagna.
Yes!
The roof is on fire. Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So, first of all, I had to make a batch of her salsa verde.
Nice.
Which uses tomatillo. And I'm going to be honest, I couldn't get fresh, so I used tinned tomatillos.
Still good.
But the green tomato, and it makes such a difference in this. Otherwise, fairly familiar ingredients, quite a unique method. You boil the tomato or the tomatillos and the onions and the garlic, just till they begin to blister. then blend it all with loads of green herbs. It's layered up with shredded chicken, tortillas, and cheese. So it literally says here, from our family to yours, salut.
Oh,
Salut.
Oh wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
That is just so comforting.
Oh, it's so good.
The tomatillos do make a big difference.
They're really tart and almost sour tomato. And she says that you can make it with a red salsa sauce, but it's not the same as this version. So this is just 2 of the recipes in that kind of
That is
photograph
so
she's done.
good.
But
I need a copy of the salsa verde because the salsa verde we tried in all of Texas, just in fact all of the Mexican food, was like, it was just mind blowing. And it just tasted so much better than the Mexican food that I'd had up until that point.
and it is that cross between Mexican and then Tex-Mex, which we learned an awful
Yeah.
lot of, and all that content will be coming to the channel soon. But I just wanted this to be a little taster
Excellent plug.
of I just wanted this to be a little taster of Sarah's recipes, because she did say, I sincerely hope that one day we can try these and that one day we might be able to taste it for real.
I don't want to talk about it, I want to eat it.
You have smashed that.
It's just soggy in all the right places, acidic in all the right places. Every single mouthful is slightly different because you get more tomatillo, more cheese. Just great.
Wow.
Well, great job, man.
Well done, Sarah. Well done. Grandmother.
It genuinely feels like we needed to talk about all of those things. So great job, lads.